and you can follow along with me. With me be everything that I see, such words in such a gracious way. What so gracious I say? Who said the way that I say with such grace I say? I say, today, lemonade out the sunshine. What? Cool, I'm fine. No season of lemonade this time. What? I'm fine. I can find my problems if I created some of mine. Anything that you be trying to get for less than a quarter or a dime, it ain't mine. Boy, you out your mind. I'm thinking of the beautiful kind. Dresses in the wintertime. Everything in the hat. I think it's the Moscow kind. The one with the fur on the sides and in the front. No stunt. The fabric is thin in the middle at the top. That's what's up. I jock a lot of trends. I never did so much. I never seen so many people act like I did so much. I had never seen so much. Fuss over never did so much. I felt like I was behind at that time, but I still kept my head up. Did as many things as I could in my head up. Now I'm ahead of my head up, still giving them hands in my head up. And my head up. In my head up, with life I put my head up. I said, life, if we in the head up, then you gonna have to pick your head up. By the time they told life to pick his, they had to pick his head up. I said it again, I picked my head up. I told life in the head up, man, you gonna have to go head up, cause it's just me and you and this head up. Life told me it was head up. I stood back and jabbed once. I said, life, if you miss, I gotta tell you it's head up. Life told that head up. I stood back and told heads up. Everything else, and life never said much. Take your head up. I never heard such. Life had never said what. I only heard poetry when I said what. Don't forget that I said punch. Everything that I said what. Couple blocks from the other one, another knuckle to say what. I never said much. Everything and then never said what. Life only threw a couple, but if it's life, I gotta say what. Cause who was given is not acquainted with it said what. I never said much. Fighting against everything that I never said us. I'm in poetry and life, and in life I never said what. Then you can name a few things. Everything is cool, but I only have a few dreams. I dream to never have a few dreams. Every dream that I have is still a cool thing. What do you mean? What if documenting never existed? I would still be writing these songs and you would be still in my journal and telling me different. It would happen if it didn't. You'll find it on someone else's lips as they recited the greatest things that they didn't. Nobody works hard for their writtens. They buy songwriters and act like they just didn't. Let's not expose these actions. Let's expose these acting. Everybody that says anything different must have been exposed by these acting. What accusation? What happened? Why aren't you liking? Why aren't you telling me about what happened? Because it ain't happened. Everything in which can't happen, can't happen. If I need information, then the information, someone's out of formation. I must have been information and received such information. So lacking. Never to tell me about it. I'm thinking about it. Relaxing, calming. Lemonade, sunshine, some other stuff. The seeds were still in it, though. I never mixed it, though. Another flow. Somebody else told me to give it. I never go as hard as I ever go. Somebody put the wax on the car. Another show. Another show, there it go. Another show, there it go. I could have put my all into something I didn't know. I'm feeling more fulfilled than I ever did if you didn't know. Way better than I didn't know. Now the music go for what it didn't, though. I was more afraid of my lemonade going for less than lemonade when I said it wasn't lemonade. Now I feel like lemonade ain't lemonade when it's lemonade. Must have been what it isn't paid. I must have played till it isn't paid. I must have played till I isn't paid. The Negro League for everything that they didn't say. Is it too tart? Hold up, too dark, too harsh? Too much of a smart guy remark? Well, let's have some heart. History is history. These facts don't come apart. All of these parts ain't parts. I take no park to this park. I carry this to this park. If this park ain't this park, all I got to do is get it from this park to this park. And this park ain't this park. This right here is my ballpark. And my ballpark ain't this dark. My ballpark, when it gets dark, gets bright. When it gets dark, and this ballpark with big heart, I don't know what, but this big part ain't too much in my ballpark. I ain't to do too much in my ballpark. They say you talk with too much heart. Be quiet in your ballpark. In my ballpark, we talk too much heart in our ballpark. And poetry don't got to sit down and be quiet when it falls dark. Because in our ballpark, you ain't even near my ballpark. I got it in the ballpark. I got it out the ballpark. Way too talk dark like I ain't get it out the ballpark. Even if I got it out the ballpark, they say my bark too dark of a ballpark. As if I got it out the ballpark. What you talking about? Which ballpark? I'm a ball till they ball apart. Everything, then I'm a ball apart if they ever have the ballpark. Yeah, you understand smart. Don't understand smart and get a quick remark. Now your head feel like your hands and your heart. Ballpark. In this world full of everything that I said cool, I wish I said more things like you. I wish I stopped to do what I didn't stop to knew. Felt like I should have stopped to do what I stopped to knew. I don't stop, do you? If I was not so true, love too, my tap, my shoe, my love, my heart, my you, my all, my then you. Again, then you can't mix what I then do. Again, then you don't know who's then been you. I have never then been to everything that I have then been you. Poetry loses hip-hop and we find the jazz inside of the rock and roll then you. Never told me to classically go for cliches. Never talk about the ballad, hold up, leotards or the plies. Me and mine's lemonade and we plies. Never had the Chile, hold up, sorry. All day in my ballpark.